don't need the cat actually for that. So actually what we need to do is we need to make a game. It has three characters, a paddle, a ball, and a line. The first character that we are going to work on is the ball. A ball has three properties. This ball would have three properties. First is that it moves in a straight line. The second is that ball reflects back into the game when it touches the edge, and when the ball reflects back in the game stage when it touches the paddle. So ball needs to stay in the air for as long as it can. Okay. So first let's get the ball here. And in order to get the ball, what we need is choose a sprite and select this ball, this baseball, or this basketball, whichever you want, whichever is your choice.
Wait,
You can
basketball. Wait, how do we do that?
just click on that one, and that
It's
is going to be
sprites.
selected. These are different sprites. Let me show you once
Which
again.
one do we have to do? Do we have to do ball, basketball, or baseball?
Whichever we use, it all works the same way. So let's say that I choose the
Basketball.
baseball for that. So this baseball needs to be in the air, but this baseball is kind of very big. So first let's try to make it small. So in order to make it small, you're going to go to its looks and pick up this block which says set size to and set its size to 60%. Click on
Wait,
that and that ball would shrink smaller. Okay. Still you think that this ball is big? You can even make it smaller by doing this. Put it
set
set size to
size to 60.
set
Set size
size
to
to
60.
60 or set size to 50. This would make your ball smaller. See, you add more size in it. 80 is a bigger number, so the ball becomes bigger. 60 is a smaller number than 80, so when you set size to 60, the ball becomes smaller. So I just want
Wait, which one?
a reasonable size
Do we
of
have
the
to do 60 or 80?
whichever
Sir,
you
I
like.
changed the color of ball.
That's good. So this whichever you like, Mashai. Do you think that this ball is good enough, big enough, and it's not very big or it's not very small? It has a reasonable size. Just stop there.
Yeah.
Just stop there, whichever you feel. So you can increase the ball size, make it bigger or make it smaller also. But this size, 60, in my opinion, I think that this size is good. It is not very small. It is not very large. Okay. Now, this game looks boring if you do not have a background to it. So let's try and add a background also. So we would choose this baseball. If we have selected the baseball, I would want to use this baseball background. Now you have a ball and you have a background. Perfect. Now we need to tell that
Sir,
how does this ball work? Yes?
sir,
So,
can we use our own background?
Yes, whichever you want. The background is not important. It should be in theme with the game, in line with the game theme. Because I have chosen the baseball as the ball, so that is why I have chosen the baseball ground as the background. Okay. So now you need to tell that how does this ball move? This ball moves in a straight line. So when you want something to move in a straight line, you just ask it to move, and ask it to do it
And step.
forever. Okay. So if your balls forever moves forever, it's going to move something like that. Whenever it is in the screen, it is moving. Okay. That is what you want from your ball. So the
move
first
10
behavior,
steps. It's a move 10 steps.
move 10 steps and move forever.
Where do we get the move forever block?
This forever block is in controls. In controls, you see this forever block.
Is it a move forever or forever
It
block?
says forever. And when you put move steps in that, it becomes move forever. So now your ball is always moving on screen. Always. So this first behavior of this ball, that ball moves in a straight line in the game window, that has been done. So let's say I would color it red, that this has been completed, or I should color it green, which means that it has been completed.
Wait, what should move?
So
Which
this
color should we do it?
nothing. I'm just doing it for myself, not you don't have to do it. Now, when I have done this one, the ball is moving in a straight line. I should see the second one. Second one says the ball reflects back into the game stage when it touches the edge. So now you can see that if I start the ball here, it goes and touches the edge and it is stuck there. I want this ball to come back in the game whenever it touches the edge. So for that, we have a motion block. In the motions, we have a block which says if on edge, bounce. So we
Emotion.
motion. In motion, there is a block which says if on edge, bounce. So if I attach this with the forever block,
Where is the
you-
if on edge?
it's in the motion.
Yes, sir, it is happening.
So this should happen
Can't
with your
find. Do you have to click on the basketball?
Yes, you have to click on the baseball or the basketball, whichever you are using.
I clicked on it.
Now go to motion.
It's not showing me the F block.
Click on motion. Have you clicked on motion? Do you see these blue blocks here?
Which one?
This one. If on edge, bounce.
No.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah. I shared it.
Okay. See, Mashaim? Scroll down a little, you will find out this if on edge bounce. We need to put it here. At the bottom of this move 10 steps. Now your ball would start moving. And whenever it touches the edge, it comes back. Okay, so this is happening now.
Okay.
Okay, now the next thing. Now the next thing. This ball is always going to keep moving like this and it's never going to come back. It's not going to come down. You want this ball to come down towards here. So for that, you are going to ask this ball to set a direction when it starts. And that direction should be facing downwards, something like that. And now you would see that the ball is
Direction.
coming down.
Pointed. Wait, is it in the motion block? Pointed direction.
Yes, its point in direction is in the motion block. You have to attach it on the
What's
top.
the number? What's the number?
But sir, now it is making like moving like a diamond.
Yeah, it would always be moving like a diamond until and unless we make some changes in that. Then we will do that. First, after this one, let's figure out where the ball should be when you start the game. So maybe let's say that is where you want the ball to be when start the game. So put your ball where you want it to be when you start the game and pick up this go to XY block and attach it on the top. And remember that these things should happen when you press flag. So attach when flag clicked on top also.
Where's the go? Oh
Um,
wait, never mind.
So this is how your code would be right now. That is how your code should be. It starts with the when flag clicked event. After that comes set size to. After that comes go to XY. And for go to XY, I have told you the trick. The trick is very simple. Pick up your ball and place it where you want it to be when the game starts. Let's say this one. Here is where you want the ball to be when you start the game. Put the ball there. Go to motions and pick up go to block and add it there. Go to XY block. That's it.
We go to X13 and 152.
Mashaim, follow the steps carefully. Okay. The numbers between them does not matter. First, you need to understand where the ball should be when you start the game. Your ball is currently right here somewhere. Your basketball is right here. Stop the code by pressing this red button. See where your ball is. Pick up that ball and place it somewhere on the top. Once
On
you
the
have
top.
put it there, yes. Once you have put it somewhere on the top, simply pick up this go to XY and put it under the code like that.
Okay. Set size. Go to X. Wait, where do I put the point in the X in Morlock?
That's the fourth one. When flag clicked is the first, set size 2 is the second, go to XY is third, and point in direction is fourth. After that, you have forever block.
Go to X.
So now when you press the flag button, your ball starts moving like this.
Yes, sir, it is happening like this.
Okay, so that's a good part.
Yes,
See,
sir.
pressing the flag multiple times, you would see that the ball always starts at one position and is always pointing in one position, right?
Yeah.
If you want to make this game more interesting, try that this ball should not start exactly at one position, and it should not always be pointing in the same direction. So we would want that this ball can have a different position when you start it. Like it's starting from the same position every time I press the flag, and it's always facing in the same direction. So let's try to set up a random position in a random direction. So point in direction is 135. I am going to make it random. So in order to make it random, I have already told you how you can do that. You need to go to operators and pick up that block which says pick random and place it in the point in direction block. And now change this value to look like minus 135 to 135. And now you would see what would it do. Previously, your ball was always coming in one direction like that one. Now, once you have added this pick random block here, this ball does not always have the same direction. It always has a different direction. It's
What?
continuously changing its direction. See? So the direction is this one, minus 135, and this is minus 135. So this is what
But
the
how do I
direction.
get the minus sign? How do I get the minus sign?
You get the minus sign. You get the minus sign by pressing the button with 0. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 on top row of your keyboard. And after 0,
Do
there
we
is a
press
button.
shift and 0?
Sorry?
Do we press shift and 0?
No, you do not press shift and 0. You press the button that is after 0.
Oh.
Okay.
Sir, can you wait, please?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Just let me grab my phone, please.
Okay. I done minus.
What's that? Oh, great.
What just happened? Yeah, what just happened?
Yeah, what just happened?
Did you turn on the song, Iman?
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah.
I wanted
No,
to
I
get
didn't
my
turn on any song.
phone. Wanted to get my phone. I said, just let me grab my phone, mobile phone. Okay. So this is kind of working fine. Now you need one more thing, and that is its X position It's always starting in the middle somewhere. You can ask this ball to start a little right or on the little left. For that, what you need to do is again pick random and only put it at X place. So you can see this while it is happening. Pick up that block, go near that X's value and put it there. And now put this value to be minus 200 to 200.
Wait, can I just copy?
Mhm. So now this ball would start different positions at the top. It is always not starting in the middle. So that is what it has done. So your ball's code is almost complete. Now you need to get a second character introduced, and that character is called paddle. Okay.
200.
Sir, I've
Paddle.
already know that you will use that, so I am.
So you
Okay.
saw
Which
you,
character do you
you
need?
saw that on my game maybe. So it's up to you that
Yes.
whichever you want to use. If you want to use the paddle, you can use the paddle. Let's say that if we have the bat, we don't have the bat, but we do have the batter. So let's see if I can change. Yeah, that's good. I don't need these things, so I will just delete it. This is the bat that I'm going to use.
Do you have a baseball team? Do you have basketball one?
Okay, so you can use the paddle for that game. For your game, you can use the paddle. Okay, for your game, you can use the paddle, Mishai. Don't worry. Okay, so there is a block which says paddle. Why don't I also use paddle, let's say? So you also understand everything. Bring up that paddle, bring it here, put it where you want it to be. Let's say somewhere here. Its color is
Somewhere
kind
where?
of somewhere at the bottom, near the bottom. Okay, so
Wait,
that
what just happened?
nothing.
No, when I put in the paddle, the code went off.
So when you will click on the basketball, your code will come back. See, mine is also gone because we haven't done any code for paddle, so that is why it is empty. We have written code for basketball, so basketball knows what to
152.
do.
Okay.
Basketball actually knows what it needs to do, but the paddle does not know what it needs to do. So we are going to move this paddle. This time we are going to use not the arrow keys. In the maze, you remember we use the arrow keys to move the paddle, but this time we are not going to use the arrow keys to move the paddle. Okay, we are going to use mouse to move the paddle. First thing that you do is bring up that event which says when flag clicked. Tell your character, put it somewhere where you want it to be. I am just putting it right here close to this white line, and just bring up this go to and attach this to the when flag click. So now
Go to
whenever you will press flag,
why?
nothing, just put your character where you want it to be, paddle, and just bring out that go to from the inside and put it there. That's it.
Go. Which we go to X or go to random position?
Go to X.
Go to
Hmm.
go to X by 10.
Go to XY. Wherever your XY is, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Sir, let me
Next.
choose my.
After after you have done that, we will now try to make our character move. Okay, moving our character is very important.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So how do we move our character? As I told you, that we are going to move our character with the mouse this time. We would want wherever I take the mouse, the paddle follows my mouse. Okay, so that can be done by using again that control block which says forever. So always your character is going to follow your mouse, and all you need to do is change its x values. You would say set x to, put this inside the forever block, and then go to sensing, and in the sensing bring out this mouse x and put it inside set x2. Now see what's happening. Wherever I take my mouse, if I take my mouse right, the paddle goes right. If I take my mouse left, the paddle goes left.
Sir,
Right?
let me copy the code of pedal.
Do that.
Sir, it's working.
Yes, it's working. It's
Set
working.
X. Oh, is it set X something?
Mhm.
Set X.
Set X to, it basically looks like that. Set X to empty. That is this block is this. Set X to. So this is the block. You have to use
-6.
whatever it is. After putting this block here, you need to go to sensing. Sensing on the left column.
I'm in sensing.
You need to bring up that mouse X. It says mouse X and put it inside like that.
In mouse 6, it's set to X mouse.
Set X to mouse X. That's how it would read. Set X to mouse X. Okay?
Okay.
Good? Good to go. Okay. So now you would see that your ball is coming down, your paddle is moving, everything is working fine.
Sir,
But what is
paddle
the
is
your paddle is what?
nothing.
Okay, can someone tell me what is the problem right now?
Sir, the ball is not touching the pedal.
Sir, can you tell me where did you find the mouse X?
It is in sensing, bete. Sensing.
Sir, the pedal is not. Sir, the pedal is not touching the thingy.
When the ball touches the paddle, nothing is happening. In other words, we can say that.
Yes,
we
sir,
will-
it is working perfectly.
So we will tell that what to do when the ball touches the paddle. So for that,
Is
we
it
need
when
to.
when flag clicked go to X -6 -156 forever set to X set X to mouse X.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Now we need to tell the ball that if it touches the paddle, it needs to go back in the air. So for that, we are going to bring up this if block. So this if block is going to help us decide if the ball has touched the paddle or it has not touched the paddle. If it has,
We do have to click on basketball.
yes, we need to click on the basketball. So this code we need to do in the basketball. So if this ball touches the paddle, we can get this from sensing. If touching paddle,
Where do we get the if block from?
it's in control.
Control.
Yes, if touching paddle, you are going to ask your ball to turn back. Back means 180 degrees. And attach it here inside this forever block. Now see that how it is working.
Wait.
Now when it touches the paddle, it goes back in the air.
No. Where is it? I can't find the if block. 180. Oh. Is it if then? Sir, it's working now. It's touching the pedal.
So if it touches the paddle, it would go back. Something like that.
Where do we put the if block?
We put that if block